Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would just film a little get ready with me and we can just kind of talk about life, talk about things, just kind of see how things are going. So if you are interested to see what kind of look I create today with, you know, the little bit of products I have in front of me, then please continue watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, so let's get on into this video. So I've already prepped my face, I've already washed it, you know, did my skincare routine, did all that. I'll move you guys in a little closer. So there's that. I woke up really early today. I've already had coffee, so if I seem a little like hyper and I'm talking a little too fast, it's just kind of how I operate. Once I've had a lot of caffeine in me, I have had a big cup of coffee today. I got up the crack of dawn this morning because my husband, he left, not he's leaving, he left for Texas for work. He won't be back for like a month. Anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks. So he travels for work and he comes home for like a week at a time, a couple days, just depending on how the company has it set up. So he was home it was just for the weekend because they shut the job site down that he was on and now he's going to another one. But that's my son. But it's just difficult when he comes and goes like that. So I'm going to use this. I've never used it before. It's the Baby Skin by Maybelline. I've heard really good things about it, so I decided to purchase this on Amazon. If you want, I can leave a link below. I will leave a link of everything that I've used in the description down below. But anyways, like, it's just hard because, you know, he's gone for like so long, and my kids are fine during the day when he's gone, but it's just sort of at night, like after they say goodnight to him, they are crying and inconsolable. My daughter especially, she is very emotional right now. She's 10 and I'm pretty sure she's about to enter into womanhood, if you will. And she's been super sensitive lately. Like anything you say to her will make her either angry or make her start crying. Like there's no in between with her right now. So that's my life with her. So I'm gonna use just my Fit Me foundation in 220. It's the matte. So yeah, that's kind of how that is going, which is makes for interesting bedtime, to say the least, because my son is easier consoled. Like, you just hug him and tell him you can call daddy in the morning, or when daddy gets off work you can talk to him and he's fine. He's like, oh, I can talk to daddy tomorrow. But my daughter is more, but I miss my daddy, I miss my daddy. So I'm gonna try this new beauty blender. It is wet. I did put a little bit of product on it. It's the BH Studios Pro Beauty Sponge from BH Cosmetics. I believe it was like $2 or something like that. If it's still available, I'll go ahead and leave that link below. But yeah, so that's what I'm dealing with when it comes to like my kids. How are you guys doing with your kids? Like, you guys have the same issues with any of your preteens or your 4 or 5 year olds? As you can see, mine is very much in his room, yelling and screaming and pretending to be a superhero. So yeah, he's yelling and screaming and pretending to be a superhero. That's just him and his 4-year-old ways. It's gonna start school this year, which is we were looking forward to, because, you know, school time. But with this whole COVID situation, we are leaning more towards homeschooled just because my father-in-law lives with us and he is older, and we try to quarantine ourselves as much as possible just so we don't get him sick. So like the only places I go is work, to the store, and home, and most of the time I do pickup orders. Sorry, what was I saying? Sorry, my father-in-law woke up and he was coming out. Like I said, I'm filming out in the living room on my kitchen table, so his bedroom is literally right there. So when he comes out, you can totally hear him. But I try to do pickup orders as much as possible, but sometimes I have to go in because certain things are not available for pickup order, which I find is stupid. But I try and do that like after work. That way I'm not taking my kids out with me, which is really frustrating for them because they really like going anywhere at this point. But I mean, who wouldn't if you're stuck in the house? They've been stuck in the house all summer long. So, I mean, you know. Oops. Here I am just knocking everything down. So I'm going to go in with some concealer. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape, and I don't think it has a shade. Oh, Light Sand. It's a little sample size that I got. Light Sand. So I'm just gonna do that. I don't like to use a lot of concealer because I do have wrinkles under my eyes, and if I'm not careful, putting product under my eyes can accentuate that. So I try not to. I usually just put like 3 or 4 dots like that, and then just kind of work that in. And yeah, I'm gonna try this. This sponge is hard. It's not as soft as most sponges. I've never owned like a actual beauty blender or anything like that. I've always owned like just, you know, like other random brands that you find at Walmart or like a drugstore, and those are usually fluffy and soft. This is very, very, I mean, it's squishy, but it's hard, you know? It's soft, but it's like, it feels like one of those stress balls that you use to, like, you know, use for stress in those situations. But anyway, it's about school. Looks like we're going to be homeschooling our kids, which is fine because my son, while he is 5 and he is potty trained, he's not potty trained, if that makes sense. He uses the potty just fine. He goes to the bathroom just fine. We're just working with him on wiping himself because right now he kind of makes a big mess when he does. So we're trying to work with him on that, and he's not quite there to where he can do it 100% by himself. So sending him to school would probably be very stressful for him. He's 5 years old, guys, and he already suffers from anxiety. Like, he's always like, do we have money for this? Do we have money for that? Because he's constantly either stuck to me or stuck to my husband. And when we're talking, obviously we talk finances and we talk, you know, like normal relationship stuff. And he hears us, oh, well, we can't do that until we get paid, or we can't do this until we get paid, or so on and so forth. And so he's always, oh, can I get this? But do we have enough money? I have money in my piggy bank. And oh, I feel so bad for him that he has stress. But I try and tell him to stay out of adult conversations, and if I'm not talking to him, he needs to not pay attention and just go do what he's gonna do. But he does not listen. Does not listen. So I'm gonna use this. It's like a e.l.f. eye primer. It's just like I've only used it one time, and it doesn't really say what it is. or anything. It just says a bunch of numbers and then e.l.f. e.l.f. So that's what that looks like, and I'm just gonna put that on my eyelids with my finger. So I'm a little bit happy about that, especially because we're also working with him on his numbers and stuff like that, and he's not quite there yet, because where we live, they do offer preschool, but you have to pay for it. Like, unless you're under a certain amount of for income, then there's like one classroom that is like free, but it's very hard to get in that program, and they don't have what is it, that one program that all that you know, kids go into for preschool. I forgot what it's called. My daughter did it for 2 years, but they don't offer that where we live. We would have to go to the next county over, which isn't too far. But when I do work, my father-in-law watches my kids, and well, he doesn't drive, so that wasn't an option. So we were just keeping him home and trying to work with him here and there with stuff. I mean, it wasn't a huge priority for us because we're more working with him on bathroom manners and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this puppy here. This is the Too Faced, what is it, Sugar Peach Melt Wet and Dry Face and Eye Palette infused with peach and sweet fig milk. I got this in the boxy add-ons this month or last month. It smells good. You smell the fig milk more than anything. It has a nice big mirror, and those are the shades. So it's for face and eye. I'm going to go ahead and use it for face and eye as it suggests. That pink is really calling my name. And so there's the peach pearl and peach honey. So that's peach honey, and that's peach pearl. And then sugar peach, and that is peach pop. So these two shades are a lot lighter than these two ones. I don't really know if I can bronze. It's a little shimmery, like all the shades are super shimmery, but I'm gonna go ahead and try anyways with that color right there, the peach honey. We'll see how that goes. So that's our plan for these school years, just to homeschool the kids. It's gonna be hard since I work, but we'll figure it out. I mean, if I have to, when I get home, it'll be homeschool time, and then shower and bed. Instead of them doing it first thing on days that I work, it'll be when I get home. My face is gonna be so shimmery, so shimmery, so shimmery. My face is gonna be so shimmery. Do 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 do. I don't really see much of a difference. Stir crazy, just staying in the house all the time. I've actually become a plant person. I have 6 plants right here in front of me that are all brand new that I've gotten within the last 2 months. And then I have a spider plant outside that actually belongs to my father-in-law, and I wanted to bring it in, but then he said it has, since it's outside, it does have like a lot of bugs and stuff in it. And I know all plants have bugs in them, but I mean, that one is like in a spot where like some gross spiders can probably get into it. So I'm trying to get it to make little baby spiderlings, is what they're called. Spiderettes, I believe is what they're called. But there are none on it currently. And I think there was, because my father-in-law said that he calls them arms, and that there's none on them right now. So I've been trying to take care of that plant a little bit more, make sure that it is moist, God, that word. Make sure that, you know, she is nice and hydrated so that she can feel like she needs to branch out and make little spiderettes so that I can take a few of them so I can have a nice big plant inside. I'm debating whether or not I want to actually just put them in a pot and let them grow that way, or if I want to, when I propagate them, if I want to put it in a glass jar and watch the roots grow and then put it in. I mean, I know that's not a necessary step, like it's an extra step, but I honestly like looking at my plants and watching them grow and get bigger. I mean, it makes me happy when I'm like, oh my god, look at my plant, it's got so big. Like one of there's a really big one right here. I don't remember what it's called. Let me see if I can grab it. But she's really big. But her right here, she's spread out. She wasn't this spread out. I just put her in this pot. She was in the smaller one, and I woke up this morning and I noticed how spread out she's gotten, because she was more inwards, I guess. And she's got a new leaf growth right here, and she's got new little ones coming in, like new stalks coming in down here. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy. I don't know, it makes me happy to see the little things like that in the plants, that they grow, they're happy. I'm very new to all this. If you would have asked me 6 months ago if I was going to be a plant person, I would have told you no, because I do not have a green thumb. Everything prior to this, I have killed. Anything that has been green, alive, plant form has died. Even my husband was very skeptical on me getting plants and keeping them alive, because I was bad at it. But I've been actually trying to do research and trying to look into what it is that the plants need, what they want, and all of that. So I'm going to go into that really pink shade, the peach pop, that darker pink, and I'm going to just use that as my blush. So that makes me really happy that when they're happy, because I'm keeping something alive and I'm making sure that they are happy and they are thriving, and I've never been able to do that before, and that makes me super excited. And I've actually started growing something from seed, and like only 2 little things are sprouting out, but I'm really happy that something is sprouting out. And yes, it's just a daisy flower, and most people are gonna be like, those grow on their own outside. And yes, they do, but I've never planted anything before that's actually survived or grown. So I'm very excited about that. I also planted money tree. I got some money trees for, I think it was from Amazon online, and I planted, I think like 5 or 6 of them in a tiny pot. That's what they said. They said put it in a small thing and let them grow. And I said to do a few at a time, so that once they do start growing, I can do the it smells so good. So I can do the braided effect on it. And so I'm doing that. But it takes 28 days to see if the seed took at all. 28 days. 28 days. I have to wait 1 whole month. So they're in this little pot here. I put some of them in there. It's still wet. But yeah, I gotta wait 28 days to see if anything is even gonna poke out, if it even took, or anything like that. And I can't reach the other one. It's all the way over there. But yeah, so that makes me really happy knowing that I'm doing that. Yo, I forgot my eyebrow stuff. I think all I brought was clear gel, so I guess that's all we're doing today is a little clear gel. Oh god, I'm exhausted. I know that even though I got up super early, I'm probably not going to be able to go to sleep very easily tonight, just because I know myself. I know that the first few days that my husband leaves, I usually can't go to sleep very easily. What I end up doing is probably not a very good thing to do, but I end up just laying in bed or sitting in bed, and I put it on ID channel. I love ID channel. Put anything criminal case or any murder, swamp murders, or I even started that Lieutenant Joe guy. I didn't like him before, but now I kind of do like him. You know, like women killers with that one psychotherapist, you know, anything like that, put it on. I love that. Love it. I'm either watching that channel or I'm watching Nat Geo Wild, because I love Dr. Pol. I love Dr. Pol. But I mean, 80% of the time I'm watching ID channel. And so what I'll do is I'll stay up, I'll watch ID channel, and I'll get all freaked out. Like, especially when it's like the stalkers or the killers. Because, you know, there was a killer that went around and he went to people's houses, and the way he chose his victims was he went to their door, and if it was unlocked, then bye, you're gone, you're dead. So I have like a anxiety phobia of my door always needing to be locked because of that. And I never get in my car without just like checking the back, even though I kind of have a small car and you can totally see everything in it. But I always check the back seat. I always check the back. I always check under the car. And then I get in my car, and before I even get in the car, I push lock and I get in the car, and then I, you know, put my keys in, put my stuff away, and do all that. And if I have my kids with me, then my kids get in the car first, and then I close it, and then I open the back so I can put my groceries in, and I lock the car door. That way, if I'm putting groceries in and somebody tries to, you know, open the door and steal my kids, because I'm seeing a lot of things like that happen, they can't, because the door is locked. I know I'm a little crazy, but I mean, I think you guys already knew that about me. I'm not crazy. I am overly cautious, because I don't know if I saw this on the ID channel or what, but they were saying that women are easier to abduct because when you get in your car, you're not thinking about stuff like that. You're not thinking about somebody following you. You're not thinking about being abducted. You're not really aware of your surroundings. So always 100% be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of who's following you. Be aware of the people around you, if they're looking at you, if they're paying too close attention to you, if they're paying too close attention to your kids, to your mom, to your sister, to your brother, whoever. You know, just be hyper vigilant, be aware, because I've seen some videos where girls get in a car and they close the door, and then guys come in on the other side, and then they drive off with them, or they yank the girl out of the car. And it's like, what that show has showed me is get in your car and lock the damn door, and then situate yourself, you know, take your purse off, put your stuff to the side, look at yourself in the mirror, you know, check your phone, do all of that once your door is closed and locked. That is a huge thing that my dad has instilled in me since I was young. Always check the back seat, always check under the car, because you never know, and lock yourself in the car. And then that further got instilled with me with, you know, the ID channel. So just, I mean, be aware of your surroundings, be aware, always be aware. Okay, so I'm gonna do, so that's my eyebrows for today. That's what they look like. Just a little brow gel, comb them through. Guess we're going for a natural look today. Natural look today. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with Sugar Peach, which is that that shade right there. And then I'll probably go in with that one afterward. No, I'm gonna go in with that one and then that one. That makes sense. Yeah. Since that's a nice and darker shade, that'll be our transition shade. And that's something that I'm trying to, you know, teach my daughters, to always be aware of her surroundings, because men are stronger than us, you know, and they can just take us. And yes, many of us can fight them off, or you know how to self-defend, but if there's more than one assailant, I mean, that's going to be a little difficult. So, like where I live, my sister-in-law texted me and told me not to go to the Food for Less that is like by my house, because it was on the news that this girl was in her car. Well, she was being followed by these guys. She got in a car and they were like still banging on her car, and they were trying to get her and her son, and she had her son, I don't know if it was a son or a daughter, but she had her kid with her, and they were trying to get to her and her kid, and she was freaked out. And I don't really think that many people helped. So she just ended up like being in a car, locked, scared. I mean, Jesus Christ. So I guess they were trying to kidnap her. And then I kind of live by like a mall, and at that mall there's a Walmart, and there's been a few like possible abduction, well, not possible, like of people actually trying to take people from that parking lot, because it's like a big mall, and then on the other side there's like a Walmart, and it's in that Walmart parking lot that people are mostly trying to be abducted, or being abducted, just being followed in general. So I'm always trying to, you know, tell my daughter to be hyper vigilant, be aware of her surroundings, be aware of who's following her, because when she did go to school, I should say, to the regular school, she would walk, because school is not that far. It's literally like down the street. Like she just walks 2 minutes that way, and then goes a little more that way, and then school. So I mean, she wanted to walk to school with her friends and walk home with her friends, and so we let her, because we need to trust her and give her that independence, to know to do the right thing. And she's a really good girl. She's book smart, if that makes sense. She's not very common sensey smart, but she is book smart. and she would like stay after school to help the teacher, you know, put the desks up and stuff like that. And then I would always have to yell at her because she would forget to text me and say, "Hey mom, I'm staying after school to help the teacher." And then my ass would be worried. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? She's like, "I'm right here, mom. I just stayed a little bit to help the teacher." And then I'm like, "Why didn't you call?" "I forgot." Oh, that would always piss me off. So I'm gonna try that highlight shade, which is Peach Pearl. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that in my inner corner. I'm not really too fond of this palette too much. Like the darkest shade didn't really do much for anything, and I just look like a walking highlighter at this point. Look at, I just look like a walking highlighter. So I mean, it's pretty. It smells good. You smell the, what is it? The sweet fig milk more than the peach. But I mean, there's a lot of fallout, as you can see. But I mean, that's what she looks like. Probably just blend this out a little more right here. So what do you guys have kids? When they were going to school, did you guys let them walk to and from school by themselves? And we tell her all the time, you know, not to like trust people if they come and say that we're going to, that we sent them to pick her up. That whoever we send will send her a text message with like the safe word saying, you know, that she's gonna be picked up by them. So it's not like she can just be like, "Please." So I was gonna put some lashes on, just because I thought this look was gonna be a little bit darker and have a little more. And I grabbed these lashes. They're really cute, but I feel like it's not gonna go with the look because they're not. I mean, they're not as flashy. They're not like super flashy. They're actually very like everyday style, but I just don't feel like putting lashes on now because I feel like this look doesn't really require any. So I'm just gonna put on some mascara, and the mascara that I've been using lately is combination. I've been using the Essence Lash Princess because I love this mascara, and then I've been using the Tarte C Surfer Curl that I got in my Ipsy last month, my Ipsy Plus. So I've just been using these two, and I usually go in with my Essence first and then go in with the other one so that it just, I don't know, I just like the way it looks, I guess. I've never been one to mix my mascaras, or like I've always like been skeptical, like why do people do that? I don't understand. Just use one mascara. But I tried it with these two and I like the way that it looked, because this one like coats all of my lashes, but it doesn't really give it any length or oomph or anything, and the other one does. But I don't know. And there I got mascara on my eyelid because I'm so good at this, you guys. I'm the best. I am the best. Oh, what are your guys' plans for the day? I think after I am done filming, I am going to tackle the laundry and take something out for dinner, do the dishes, and start lunch. Sounds like my day. I was gonna do the laundry tomorrow, but I kind of just want a day where I, to myself, where I don't do anything, and that sounds really good. So honestly, probably tomorrow will be my day where I don't do anything. I'll just lounge around in my pajamas all day, drink iced coffee, binge watch my show. I've been rewatching Bones. I love Bones. I've watched that series a few times. It was one of my favorites when it was out, and when it ended, it was bittersweet. But I've recently started watching it again, and I'm when Booth is with Hannah. Ugh, and it's breaking my heart, even though I know what happens. I know everything that happens, but seeing it, I'm still like, why, Boo? Just get with Dr. Brennan. Do it. Go away, Hannah. Go away. Boo. Boo. That's what I've been doing. So tomorrow will probably be that. I'll probably just do my nails because look, I finally cut my nails, y'all. Finally cut them on both sides. So I'll probably do my nails tomorrow with my daughter. We'll have like a little mini like spa day. We'll do face mask and we'll do our nails and we'll just lounge around and she can have chocolate milk with ice and I'll have my iced coffee that I make and we can have a spa day and just chill. So that's gonna be my day tomorrow. Will my son get jealous? Yes, he will. Will he want his nails painted too? Yes, he will. Will I paint them? Yes, I will. Well, probably clear, just because I don't want to hear him in 20 minutes screaming that he doesn't want the color on, because I know my son, he's gonna want like a pretty color, and then I'm gonna put it on him, and then he's gonna get mad that his nails are painted in 20 minutes and want the color off and freak out that he washed his hands and the color is not coming off, because he really doesn't like being dirty and he doesn't like anything on him. So if I do paint his nails, it'll most likely be clear. I didn't knock anything over. Alright, so I'm just gonna do my lips really quick and then we'll call it good. I love this lip liner. It's my KKW and it's in, I think it's 1. Nude 1. Yeah, nude 1. I wanted the 0.5, but they were sold out. And so I got this one. And I'm not mad at it. See, you don't even like, I can just put like a lip gloss on that and just, walk around like that. Be like, bam. Old school. But I am going to use this color. It's the Manna Kadar in Sienna. Yeah, Sienna. I love this lip color. I haven't been able to wear lipstick really since this whole thing started, the pandemic, because of the masks. Like, when I went to work, I would always I started wearing like lip glosses and lipsticks and stuff, because I actually started caring, and I would actually do my makeup for work. And then COVID came and said, be lazy, bitch. And so lazy I am now. So I'm just going to use my spray. Here's. So I'm just gonna use my spray. I was gonna set this down with some powder, like some face powder. Maybe I should. That way I can get some sheen off of it. So I'm just gonna go in with my Fit Me 230. They didn't have 220, so I got 230. And the powder. I'm just gonna hopefully try and take some of that shimmer off me. I probably shouldn't have done that before I put lipstick on. And that's what the mascara looks like with just one coat of each. Sometimes I do like two. I will curl my eyelashes in a little bit, but I left that in my room and I'm not going back in there. But yeah, as you guys can see, look at, oh, it's so shimmery. My whole face. I just look like I just threw like powdered shimmer all over my face, which is technically what I did because that whole palette was shimmer shades. Alright guys, so thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for listening to me rant a little bit about everything. Thank you for staying and getting to know me a little bit better. And this is my look for the day. What do you guys think? Perfect everyday look, right? Especially for doing laundry and dishes. I need to do something with this hair though. Alright guys, thank you so very much. I'm just going to spray a little bit of this before we go. It's the Manna Kadar Hydration Happy. It smells amazing. Alright, so I will see you guys next time in my video. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me. And I appreciate it so very much. So please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And thank you very much. I love you guys. Bye.